Today, we're debunking 5 common myths about mineral rights. Howdy folks, my name is Steven Hatcher and I'm the Minerals Guy. On this channel, we talk all things mineral rights, from minerals management to valuation to unlocking value from your minerals. And our video today is brought to you by Frontlands. Frontlands helps mineral owners all across the country to unlock their wealth in the ground and to turn their mineral rights into cash without selling. And you're gonna wanna hear about our top mineral myth, so make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video. Okay, so let's jump into the countdown. Here's myth number 5, your oil and gas royalties will last forever. And I hate to be the one to break it to you, but they just won't. Every oil and gas well in the world produces based on a hyperbolic decline. And what this means is that production from your well and your royalty checks will start really high and then they are gonna fall off like a ski jump. Most shale wells drilled in the US will produce 70 to 80% of their total volume in the first 2 years. Now they may produce a residual level of oil and natural gas and royalties for a long time, but the vast majority of value from your well is going to be captured in the first 5 years. Okay, here's the next myth in our countdown. Myth number 4, someone could steal your minerals. And this is a huge myth that I see people commenting on in my videos, and I'm about to debunk it right now. Mineral rights are real property, just like a home, a farm, or even a commercial building. And every state in the union has adopted what's known as the statute of frauds, which requires that transfers of real property be in writing. In addition, in order for a transfer of real property to be effective against third parties, the deed or instrument of transfer is going to be recorded in the courthouse for the county or parish where the real property is situated. And in order for that deed to be recorded, it's gonna have to be notarized. So any transfer of your minerals would require that you sit down in front of a notary who is gonna confirm your identity and watch you sign that deed. Okay, so our next myth, myth number 3, is that you should always pass your minerals on to the next generation. Now, passing minerals on to your kids or grandkids can be a great way to create a legacy, but it is not always the best choice. Let me give you an example. Let's say that your grandfather bought a 40-acre farm back in 1920. He had 4 kids, including your father, and when he died, each of the kids got 10 acres or 10 net mineral acres. Your dad had 2 kids, so you and your sibling at your father's death would have inherited 5 net mineral acres each. You yourself have 2 kids, and each of your children stands to inherit 2.5 net mineral acres. And the point I'm trying to make with this example is that mineral rights become fractionalized when they're passed down from generation to generation. And they can end up getting divided so small that they don't mean anything to anyone. So if your checks are only a couple $100 a month and you have more than one heir, you may be better off selling to relieve your kids of the headache of dealing with operators and the IRS when it comes tax time. So we're getting down our list. Here's myth number 2. Your minerals are priceless. Your mineral rights may be worth a lot or a little, but they have a defined, specific value. And my company calculates the value of minerals in the ground every single week using tried and true reservoir engineering principles. The amount of oil and gas that will be produced from your well, past, present, future, can be calculated using statistical analysis of all the wells in your area. Additionally, once your well has begun producing, we can forecast with a high level of accuracy how much oil and natural gas that well will produce. Okay folks, so we made it to the end of our list. Here's our top mineral rights myth. Selling your minerals is the only way to get liquidity. Up to this point, selling was the only way for mineral owners to get liquidity, but that's just not true anymore. This is a brand new opportunity for mineral owners and one of the biggest reasons that I'm partnering with Frontlands. And Frontlands has just brought to market its mineral line of credit, or MLOC. Now an MLOC is very similar to a HELOC, or home equity line of credit, which millions of Americans across the country are already familiar with. An MLOC is a line of credit, not a loan, and once it's set up, it allows you to draw what you need when you need it. You only have to pay back what you borrow, and their interest rates are competitive. And here's the best part. You don't have to sell your minerals. You can find out more about Frontlands at the link that's posted below. And I want to hear from you. What do you think about these mineral myths, and which other ones have you heard? Leave us a comment down below.